Folks, welcome back. Hey, did you miss me? All right. So sit back, relax, and today we're doing a little uprising. The obviously the next set that's going to be out of print in the Flesh and Blood world, and this video is for the patron, Ian F. Ian, good luck. This box does have a little light dent there, so I thought this could be a lucky one for us. So, where do we want to start the conversation with today? I'm thinking we should start with, Flesh and Blood is now the only product that you can buy these boxes. This thing's on the open market for like 80 bucks. $80 boxes, and yet you have the opportunity to pull and experience so much value in different things. Like, you can't even get that in Magic anymore, unless you buy, $300, $400 Lord of the Rings type thing, some sort of outrageous thing. But isn't that fascinating how much we have changed and the world has shifted? Because, I mean, there was a time back in the day when Magic had, the $89 draft boxes. And everybody was just trying to get a foil mythic. Ooh, Blaze Headlong. And everybody was trying to get a foil mythic and something, which was a big deal. Invoke Mr. M. And that was a big deal. Little foil common there. Oh, right out of the gate. Hiding in the back, folks. Hiding in the back. We got the beautiful Rudy slippers that I wear on the weekend. Gorgeous little cold foil common. Nice little start there, Ian. Okay, that was a nice little surprise. And like I said, I think it's important to understand the value based on the cost of the product. And that's one of the things a lot of people have been chattering about with Magic's new Lord of the Rings. Like, oh, beautiful sigil. Look at that artwork. And foil common. And that's what a lot of people have been chattering about. It's like, you want to experience and go for this one ring Lord of the Rings stuff. These collector boxes are like 400 bucks online. Like, the numbers are really large. And yet Flesh and Blood has, a player's game first. Frightmare. Still reminds me of Magic's old school Nightmare, doesn't it? First Majestic, Frightmare, and a foil common. It's one of those interesting things where, many people say, well, Rudy, I can't get a $1,000 card in a Flesh and Blood box. I was like, you understand the relativity of the cost. It's like a lottery ticket thing. If you go and you're buying these lottery scratch-off crazy things, I mean, the more money you put into it, it adjusts the scales of, wins and losses. So, obviously, if you're buying a $20 scratch-off ticket, the odds of you losing money are obviously the same as a $1 ticket, but the amount you lose is obviously a lot higher because the scales have been adjusted kind of thing. Weather Vane. Beautiful red out, gorgeous card. Wow, love that artwork there. I think it's our first foil rare in the box. And, I think that's something that's not really discussed enough, that there's just the value and experience you can get on boxes that are still under $100. In 2023, in an era where everything costs, invoke the T, when everything costs so much, you can actually still experience and pull extreme things and get great, sought after cards without spending, do you all realize, you know what a case, let's say you're a patron and you order the 24 box collector master case of Lord of the Rings from me, okay? And let's say the market is $370 plus tax, so $400 in City's Chill. Let's say it's $400 a collector box. Even if you buy a full case for the big discount from Rudy and you pay, I don't know, $340, $339, $349. Let's say you get, even if you get, $40 off a box from TCG Player times 24 boxes, just $1,000 off market price, okay? But even assuming all that, you do realize $350 times $24. Whoa! This is the first time I've pulled Mr. Constellation. Okay. I've never actually pulled this one. I know it's rainbow, not a cold foil, but still, we have a legendary pull, Ian. Okay, that's really, wow, okay. Flipping legendary wizard, was it a wizard, was it rogue chest? Yeah. Holy crap, that's awesome. I wasn't even paying attention. I was just calculating in my head, like $350 times 20. I was like, you realize do you realize you're talking like a $3,000 to $5,000 case for this new Magic thing? Like, do you realize how much money? Eighth of Art, beautiful. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there is a point where we all agree, like, this IP and Wizard, what they're doing. I mean, yeah, they are kind of quote unquote milking the player base. It costs a fortune, and they're hitting it really hard. And that is something that I don't think people have really been giving Flesh and Blood enough credit for, is that, you know, they are in 2023. You don't think Flesh and Blood could release a $300-$400 premium product? Foil Oasis. Like, do you know how easy it would be for Flesh and Blood to make a limited release at like $400 a box and do something like that and make it very limited and make it like all cold foils or all some sort of like the design space and opportunity for them to take that path and have a huge cash injection. Ooh, full comments, Stoke the Flames, gorgeous artwork. I mean, they could easily do that, but Flesh and Blood doesn't do that kind of stuff. Like, even when the day comes in the future, when they make a specialty product, I bet the Flesh and Blood, instead of being like, you know, an $80 product, I bet it's like $150, $200. I bet it's nowhere even near the insanity that we're seeing in Wizards and Magic. Scram, Spread in Flames, Majestic number 2, full common. So that, you know, I feel like Flesh and Blood is just not getting enough credit for that kind of thing. That's all I'm getting at. And by the way, Ian, so far, fantastic box, man. Fantastic box opening. Holy smokes, what a good box opening. Invoke the Sea. And nice little singe for the full common. Hey, another singe. You know, I just feel like, you know, when you discuss the value in the secondary market and the different things you can chase for, you know, it's important to really take into consideration the buy-in cost of the actual product when you compare to the possible pools and the different things. Renegade, foil common. And, you know, I don't think there's anything... I mean, the closest thing right now in supplemental things is maybe certain white sets, maybe the new MetaZoo Native, because it's the new one with actually the tight print run, and it's got a lot of, hypothermia, and it's got a lot of single cards of secondary market value. We got to take the Tempo, our first foil Majestic of the video. So you have some, and again, with, you know, Magic does have some products, you know, that you can crack, and there is some good expected value, and there's a lot of chase in it, but nowadays, most of it is not. Invoke Theo, read the ripples, because again, in Magic, you have so many variants, so many things. There's really not a whole lot of things worth a ton of money, unless, of course, you're trying to build a serialized card set or something, or a serialized deck. Like, I've been hearing rumors about that, where some people are like, Rudy, the future, people are going to make decks where your deck can only contain serialized cards. Full common. I thought that was a little on the crazy scale, everybody. Anyway, so we're looking at Uprising today. This remains, even for me, Burn Them All. Great Majestic. Beautiful card in foil, too, by the way. If you guys have ever seen that one in foil, man, is it pop. But no, Uprising is, you know, probably, even out of Outsiders and Dynasty, I think Uprising still, I think I'm selling more Uprising than I am in any of them. Invoke the End. Nice little Dragon Man there. In a foil comment. I don't think I'm even selling. I think Uprising is still the #1 seller, even with the new... Outsiders is probably #2. Dynasty is probably #3. Dynasty is... Well, it's a small supplemental set, so it's always going to be a little bit different. Ooh, foil common, Lava Birth. Any of these Lava, Wizard, Draconic, any of these type of cards, man, they just look gorgeous, especially in the foiling, man. It really, really pops. But anyways, that's all I'm saying with everybody is that, you know, this particular set seems to still be the fan favorite in the FaB 2.0 way. Full common Heat Wave, another piece of gear there. Seems to be the fan favorite in FaB 2.0 world. And I have a funny feeling, because again, this product's not going to be in print next year. Like, this products don't stay in print forever. And for some reason, no one's really, fog down. No one's really talking about print runs in Flesh and Blood much anymore. And there you go. That's the end of box 1, everybody. Ian, that was pretty solid, man. We got a flipping Rainbow Legendary and a cold foil, and we still got our 1 foil Majestic. That was a pretty solid box. I don't think we got any extended arts, though, did we? I don't think we hit any extended arts in box 1. It's a little disappointing. Anyways, but no, I think this product's the next one to go out of print. This was the first set in the FaB 2.0 world, so I think it was kind of a good test. Ooh, look at that cold snap. It looks awesome. This one's probably going to have a tighter print run, and of course, I mean, it's a great product, man. Like, you can, you know, make fun of Rudy for shilling it all you want. This is a phenomenal product to open. Oh, look at that thaw. Man, so good looking. And, you know, I think it's going to be forgotten before, crack bubble. I don't think people realize that the age of this product, you know, let's put it this way. Dusk Till Dawn is coming in a couple months, okay? And Aether Dart. You guys realize when Dusk Till Dawn actually comes out, this product's like 3 sets old, right? Like, then you have, so when Dusk Till Dawn's the new product, then you have the Outsiders, then you go back further to Dynasty, then you have Uprising. Like, you're getting to the point where it's a couple sets old, and this thing's, they don't stay in print forever. Like, we went through this whole era, oh, that brand was Cinderclaw, always a wild card. We went through this whole thing a year or so ago, about 2 years ago now, about unlimited products with WTR, ARC, and Crew. There's a huge thing about that. About how, oh, Unlimited's going to be in print forever. It's never going to be worth anything. It's all garbage. And it was all going to zero and all that craziness. Do you remember all that stuff? And then all of a sudden, time went by. And I remember discussing with everybody. And I kept telling the patrons and telling you all, I was like, just because it's the Unlimited edition, not first edition. Oh, look at that. Foil Majestic Rewind. Wow. Okay, now that's a hit. Not as good as like a race face type thing, but dude, very, very, very cool. Excellent Majestic pull. But no, it's one of these things where we talked about this for like 6 months straight in like 10 different videos about the Unlimited WTR and ARC products. Hey, $5. And I remember everybody just being so negative on it. It was a really, really weird, that artwork on that Billow, God, she's beautiful. And I just, time has a funny way of changing everyone's perspective because it's easy in the moment to judge things a certain way or be negative or positive. And then when time goes by, you realize, wait a second, I really got that wrong. Or wait a second, that turned out to not be true. And it's just, and then all of a sudden the market, rewind again. The market reprices, people realize they screwed up, prices swing. And then, of course, the people who are attacking are negative and bashing Flesh and Blood. Nobody plays the game. Oh. Then they get real quiet. Ooh, full comment, semi-comment. And then they don't talk about it anymore. Everybody, it's kind of the internet culture. How do I say this? So the internet tends to ridicule and make drama around topics. And then, look at that weather vane. That looks really cool for the full rare. And then eventually, when time marches forward, a little vane, what happens is when they get proven wrong, or Flesh and Blood turns out to be really well long-term, or MetaZoo releases a set and it starts doing really good, and things don't fit the narrative anymore of kind of the negative attack or the drama they were hoping for, they don't really make videos or discussions or make posts online on Tinder and Backpage. They don't really say, hey, we were wrong. Looks like Flesh and Blood's the real deal. Invoke the K. Looks like it's going to be here. Looks like it's kind of doing really good. That doesn't really happen. You don't really get that feels good moment in the real world. It doesn't really work that way. They just kind of move on, or people, Silent Stilettos. Love the art on that. That is just a rainbow common there. But unfortunately, that is how the real world works. You don't get those feel-good Hollywood moment movies when things change or you're proven right or wrong. And combustion point. Hey, Blaze Headlong. Fantastic, fantastic comment card, by the way. That extended art was the Rudy promo one from a long time ago. Great card. Very, very sought after. And yes, folks, everybody always asks me about that stuff. Well, Rudy, what about the prices? You see how expensive some of your promos are? And I'll just go online and buy one from one of the patrons who has it. Not a big deal. All right, foil comment. But that's kind of always my feedback on all these things. I mean, can you guys believe Flesh and Blood's about to release the 10th set? Is anybody is that soaked in? Double strike and sigil. I mean, is anybody else realizing that? Can we take a moment to acknowledge that Flesh and Blood has released 9 sets, not even including supplemental products, first edition unlimited. We're talking Flesh and Blood's released 9 fully independent, uniquely designed products. 9! Flesh and Blood's about to release the 10th set in the Flesh and Blood. 10th! 10! That's how far we've come. Cold snap. I just dang, man. It's crazy. I feel like yesterday, Crucible Award just came out. That was 7 sets ago, man. That's crazy. Ooh, mounting A. Oh, we got a printer. Wait, is that a printer line? Maybe not. Is it? Or is that in the art? Maybe it's in the art. I can't tell. I thought we had a printer line across there. Anyways, I'm rambling about all that stuff. Like I said, I'm very proud to offer Flesh and Blood. Been a part of it since the beginning. Ooh, Frost X. Very cool. And of course, sell to patrons. the Rudy, the Gem Keeper thing, and all the. I'm just so honored and happy to be a part of it, man. Like that the company chose me to help and do all this stuff from the beginning. It's just such a cool story, man. Just what an unbelievable long-term story of the beginning of this card game. Like, there's so much negativity and things fail and companies go bankrupt, but what an amazing story to be a part of a success like this. And, we're getting ready to go into the 10th story. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I almost missed it! Flippin' legendary cold foil tiger stripe! Bro! Dude. Amazing. What a way, ladies and gentlemen, to end the video. Hope you all had an amazing day here. Ending the video on a respite. Amazing. I got nothing to say. Ian, congratulations. Double legendary video. Fucking A.